Scientists, the World Health Organization, and other health experts have predicted that the COVID-19 infections in Africa, including Nigeria, will experience two peaks. The first is predicted for the wet and cooler months of June, July, and August, and another in the cold months of November, December, and January. In consequence, some organizations, including the Charles Ugomo Foundation, advised the government against the opening of schools until the predicted peak periods were over.
The current coordinate of the Nigerian COVID-19 curve as at July 18, 2020 is 170,000. Hence, Nigeria is projected to peak in COVID-19 infection by November/December 2020. In view of this, when exactly is the best time to open schools? And should Nigeria participate in the current West African School Certificate examinations? A summary cross-country allusions could assist. Primarily, cross-country examples does not support the reopening of schools for learners any time before December 2020.
However, following pressure from parents, students, and education managers, the federal government decided that the exit classes should return to the classrooms. By this, the government means students in junior and secondary school 3. These students need to sit their exit examinations, which will ensure that their educational progression is not disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The federal government, however, stipulated that the protocols that will guarantee the safety of both the students and their teachers are strictly adhered to. On Tuesday, August 4th, when the schools resumed, the reasons for the initial fear raised by those who advised against opening the schools were manifest. For instance, at the junior secondary school Maitama in Nigeria's federal capital, the students were left to their own devices. There were no water tanks or dispensers for washing hands, no sanitizers, and the entire environment was overgrown. The students who reported for classes regretted that there were not even the teachers to welcome them back.
I came to school today around 6:45, and when I came, everywhere was so dusty, and before I entered, they told us a lot of precautions like wear nose mask and all that. So I came today like there was nothing, like we didn't do anything today, so we just wasted the day.
The same situation played out at the Maitama Primary School, where there were no teachers for the primary 6 pupil who returned to school following announcements on radio and television.
Because the news said that 4th of August, everybody should be in school for the people that are writing exams. So since us we are writing exams, so we came out thinking that we are going to write exams. So we now, as we came to school, we went there. The man that normally stays in the gate told us that there is no school for primary school.
I came to school because I heard it in news in ITV that they are going to start exam on the 4th of August. So I came today to come and write my exam. But now when I came, I did not see anybody. The gate man told us to go back, that there is no school.
The situation at the Umpape Junior Secondary School, a suburb of Abuja, the nation's capital, was even more pathetic. The school was locked, and the security operative told Signature Show correspondent that the school had closed. But looking inside, there was no evidence that the school reopened at all, because some men were seen clearing the overgrown fields, maybe in preparation for the return of students. However, at the Maitama Model School, the senior students, gaily dressed in their uniforms, were happy to be back to school.
It's been quite difficult staying at home, but due to the protocol the government gave that we must resume schools, so we just have to resume to prepare for exams. Though the time is short, but we must write the exam. I feel great. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. Though this social distance issue is there, but just have to do it.
as for back now, we're glad with it. And when we came to the school this morning, from the gate, the first thing they asked for was our nose masks. Without their nose masks, they didn't allow us to enter the class. Those that had, they were allowed to enter the class.
The security men at the gates would not allow the signature show correspondent into the premises until they were cleared by the principal. A clear indication of the strict adherence to the COVID-19 protocols.
This morning, before they entered, they made sure that everybody had a mask on. If you don't have mask, they returned some people back home. And also, they made sure that everybody has a personal sanitizer. If you don't have that too, you have to go back home or go and get one. So that's what I noticed when I came this morning to drop my word. But there has not been any sort of communication with the parents that I know of.
The students are already sitting very far apart from each other. And that is reassuring our parents of social distancing. And then coupled with the marks we are giving the students, coupled with washing of hands, we are rest assured that our parents will have nothing like fear.
If these safety precautions are enforced in both public and private schools, Nigeria may escape the spike in infections which some countries like South Africa and Ghana experienced when they attempted to open their schools. Damilola Abudu for Signature Show.